Okay, so I 19 have ADHD, and anyone who has ADHD can understand how intense our cravings can get, especially when it comes to sweets. I have an absolute love for sugar, like the kind of love that should be illegal. We're talking a full-on obsession. I used to down 2 chocolate bars before breakfast, raid the candy aisle at the store, and sneak spoonfuls of sugar when no one was looking. It was bad. But the real kicker? My mom. She's like the queen of health. I'm pretty sure she's in a secret club with kale and avocados. She started noticing how much sugar I was consuming, and naturally, the concern kicked in. She began an operation she called the natural sweet swap. Here's how it all went down. The fruit swap one morning, I woke up, grabbed my usual Snickers bar, and headed for the couch. But as I opened the wrapper, Mom swooped in like a ninja and replaced it with a freaking apple. I stared at it, horrified. "It's sweet, just like your candy," she said with that "I'm trying to help you" smile. Like no, an apple does not taste like Snickers. I sat there, trying to force myself to like it, but it was more "I'm on a diet" than sweet delicious candy. The healthy smoothie incident. Next, she took it a step further and decided to turn my sweet tooth addiction into a smoothie obsession. "Here, I made you a smoothie," she said, handing me a bright green concoction. My first thought was, "This is a salad in a cup." She smiled like it was a victory. I tasted it. What I didn't know was that she snuck in spinach, kale, and, God help me, chia seeds. It tasted like someone had blended a forest with a dessert. But I didn't want to hurt her feelings, so I nodded and said, it's refreshing." Banana ice cream. This one was a trip. She's like, "I know you love ice cream, so I made a healthier version for you." She handed me a bowl full of frozen mashed bananas. "That's right, just frozen bananas. It's like ice cream," she said. "You just have to pretend." I swear to God, the texture was like eating a frozen pillow. I gave her the fakest smile ever, but she looked so proud. Honestly, I think she was hoping I'd get hooked on these natural treats, and let me tell you, the idea of a frozen banana pretending to be vanilla ice cream will haunt me for the rest of my life. Date-based caramel. She came up with this genius idea that dates, the fruit, could be turned into caramel. She handed me a jar full of blended dates and proudly announced, "It's just like caramel, but without the sugar." I took a spoonful, fully expecting some sugary rich sweetness. What I got was, well, I don't know, a mushy blob that tasted like disappointment. "It's almost like caramel, right?" she said, looking at me with hope in her eyes. I gave her a thumbs up and said, "It's definitely something." The dessert pizza. Then, there was the time she made me a dessert pizza, and I use the term loosely. The crust was made out of whole wheat, the sauce was mashed sweet potatoes, which is not pizza sauce, Mom, and the cheese was almond butter. She topped it with fruit, and I swear, there were more strawberries on that pizza than I'd ever seen in my life. When I took a bite, I tried to convince myself I wasn't eating a vegetable-filled fruit salad on a flatbread, but it didn't work. It was the least pizza-like pizza I've ever encountered. Eventually, I realized something. While I still have a mild sugar addiction, who doesn't love chocolate? I've developed a strange fondness for these natural alternatives. The smoothies are tolerable, the banana ice cream, well, I've kind of gotten used to it, and I can now handle a date-based caramel. Though, let's be real, it's no Reese's. I've learned a few things. Natural sweets can sometimes be weirdly good. I'll never understand my mom's obsession with replacing everything with a healthier version, but bless her heart. And I can still have a sugar high from fruit, but it's way less dramatic. No one needs to see me after a sugar binge. So yeah, I'm still an ADHD girl who loves sweets, but at least now I'm eating fruit with the same intensity I used to eat chocolate. Thanks, Mom, I guess. TL, Doctor. Mom replaced my sugary treats with natural alternatives like fruit, frozen bananas, and date caramel. At first, I was horrified, but now I kinda get why she did it, even if it'll never replace the real thing.